Hello people of the YouTube, we are back with another hopefully exciting episode of Kerbal Space Program. As you can see, last episode we got Kerbal into orbit. Yeah, I looked at a picture after recording and realized this looks, close enough to be recognizable as Sputnik, but kind of nothing like it at the same time. But for our first try, I don't think it's that bad. You guys have your own opinions probably, but that's okay because I can't actually hear you unless you guys start commenting, which would be cool. That'd be cool. So let's see if we can get our first man into orbit. So he's gonna need it. We don't want him to be stuck there, so we're gonna, or we don't want him to die either, so we're gonna make sure that he has a way to live. Should be this parachute. I could just like do this with his parachutes. Just make sure that he's okay. But I don't think it's that necessary. And I needed a decoupler. I'm always gonna pick that one first. That's never gonna change. My SAS and my RCS fuel. If you guys have any like cool ideas on what I should be doing, feel free to tell me in the comments because I'm pretty new to this. I'll have to try space planes eventually, but for now we are working on spaceships. Let's see if we can't get some fuel. Which one should we be doing anyways? Fuel for my final stage. And radial decut. Those things are so big. I wonder what they do. Detachment manifold. So it's like a... Yeah, it is. It's just Hydra. Are these ones smaller? No. All these radio colors are pretty big. This one's my favorite, so... do that. And then follow up with these. I'm pretty much going to be building the same rocket as last time, and that seemed to work. A lot of extra fuel, which is good. Or bad. Depending on what you want. I wonder if we could like put a parachute on these things and then have them parachute down. If they're in space, it won't make much of a difference. I don't think. These ones are more expensive, but I think these are a little better. Oh well. An ion engine. That won't do anything. I'll have to make a space station eventually too with all these stockage. Oh, that's just one of those. So let's get an engine on the end of that. And then wonder if I could fit that and no. I can't do that yet anyways. I need a decoupler. This thing. Can I fit a fuel thing down the middle? Will it let me or will it not let me? Because I would like to add more rockets than I'm ever going to need. No. Ah. What do you know? He's smashing. So we'll get a decoupler. Well, yeah, well, I'm throwing in another engine. Why? Well, why not? That's an SAS. This is a decoupler. Than you're ever gonna need, ever. I feel like this is probably the worst idea. So I'm not gonna do it. I will do it. Yeah. No, I've already screwed it up. And we need these things. I need to like get even more power, but I feel like it's a bad idea. But we'll see if we can pull this off. You're already probably shaking your heads a lot. But this is science. And science means strapping on more rockets to an already powerful enough rocket to give it more than power than you're ever. No. I'm not gonna need these. I'll save that for my moon rocket. Got a little like nozzle there. That's cool. Let's touch. Just like ruining my staging here. Let's get these things. Staging, fire the bottom engines, and these decouplers, these engines. Decouple them with their parachute. Fire that engine. Decouple there. Parachute at the top. Right. I don't know what the first manned space station was, so what should we name this? Orbiter 3. Got 3 inches at the bottom. Alright, let's save that and not launch it yet because I've forgotten like the most important part of your rocket, the way to hold it together. Should be interesting. That should be enough struts, don't you think? Don't you think? I think it should be enough. I'm not for that part. I have a lot of gaps where I just don't talk because I'm thinking about what I'm about to do, usually in fear of what's about to happen. But I'm gonna try to stop doing that because it doesn't make for good commentary. That should be enough struts. Should be. So let's once again save and launch. It's the most exciting part of this game, you know, the launch sequence. In 5, 4, 3, now. I'm not one to wait for a countdown. I'm a little patient. I never even turned that on. The SAS. This thing could have totally failed and I never even would have known. Well, I would have known, but I wouldn't have known why. Holding together pretty well. Ah, Jebediah. Forgot to introduce. I feel the need to have him launch out of his rocket right now. But I won't, because that would be the worst thing I could possibly do in this very moment. I should do that sometime. Just have him launch, and as soon as they get to like 10,000, just have him jump out in fear. And see if they can't land in the ocean. So we're about to break through the thickest part of our atmosphere. I don't have any RCS thrusters or ailerons, or winglets, not ailerons. No. It's going to be very hard to control. Now that I think about it. See, I wasn't done. I thought that was a little too easy. Press X-ray as we get into space. So these will all crash down. Jebediah, you are in for a rough ride today. You don't have any sort of means of fine-tuning control. You just kind of have to hope for it to work. I guess that's kind of how space missions really work. You can't really. You just have to hope that everything was built correctly and then that all the parts work together, one faulty wiring and everything explodes. It's gotta hope that quality control is high enough. I could add a maneuver, but I won't. I will time warp though. So I can get myself back in position a little bit here. That and fire. I could probably have this thing land back on Kerbal without needing a parachute. We'll see. Jebediah was the first man. I could have him spacewalk, but that well, I mean, it's gonna be a lot easier than it would be in Earth because they seem to have an airlock that's smaller than it really would be, and they don't need tubes because they have jetpacks. So let's. Oh, he actually like. Let's. Yeah, just like that. Goodbye, ship. This is probably a terrible, terrible idea. But if I was in space, this is what I would want to be doing. I'd want to be seeing just how far I could push myself. Let's go. See how hard I can get him to hit it. Nah! I missed. As you probably tell. Come on, come on. This is a terrible idea. Oh. I should have quick saved before I tried smacking him into something. And it teleported it. Yeah, let's try that one more time. I'll bring you guys back in when I. Now let's just do the other fight. Let's see how bad I can mess this up again. Again, no wings or RCS thrusters. It shouldn't be too bad. I'll have to turn it a little bit because I want to dump my things in there. No, I don't want them to have land right on my fuel tanks. It seems like a bad idea to have so many fuel tanks so close to an explosive, a possible explosive rocket.